In a land where rivers weave like silver threads across endless green fields, and forests hum with the memory of ancient kings and forgotten spirits, there lies a country carved not just by the hands of men, but by the slow, patient breath of the earth itself. This is Ukraine. But not the Ukraine found in headlines or history books. This is the untold Ukraine, a land where the wild still speaks, and the earth carries treasures deeper than gold. Far beyond the bustling cities and golden-domed cathedrals, the land stretches wide and free, a living canvas painted in every shade of green and gold, blue and silver. It is a country of rivers and mountains, forests and steppe, song and silence. To the north, beneath a drifting sea of mist, lies the Polissya Forest, a labyrinth of birch and pine, where the trees stand like ancient sentinels over black water marshes. Here, the air smells of wet leaves and moss, and the ground hums with quiet life. The locals say that the Polissya breathes. And in truth, it seems so. The mist rolls low and slow, like the sleeping breath of the earth itself. Hidden in these woods, the land holds secrets older than the names carved into maps, vast veins of iron ore, sleeping just beneath the roots, deposits of peat, fueling fires in village hearths for centuries, and in the deeper earth, the heavy heart of coal, waiting in the silent dark. In Polissya, the stones themselves carry history. Each pebble beneath the riverbeds, each boulder cloaked in moss, holds the memory of glaciers and ancient seas, the great forces that shaped this northern land long before man. Southward, where the forests thin and the sky grows vast and endless, the world becomes the Ukrainian steppe, a place where earth and air seem to stretch forever. Here, in the rich black soil known as Chernozem, life blooms more fiercely than anywhere else on earth. The soil is so dark, so deep, it is said to be the blood of the land itself, a gift from the earth to those patient enough to plant, to tend, to harvest. But hidden beneath these waving seas of grass lies another inheritance, deposits of manganese, gleaming deep within the crust, vast fields of titanium-bearing sands, scattered like ancient treasure, and precious pockets of natural gas whispering through the rocks far below. The steppe is more than empty grassland. It is a place of endless life, wild horses running free across golden plains, foxes slipping between the whispering grasses, and in springtime, bursts of color as poppies, cornflowers, and chamomile paint the earth in brilliant defiance of the sky. Above, hawks and kestrels ride the warm thermals, eyes sharp, wings still, the silent lords of the endless blue. At the heart of the country, cutting deep through mountains and fields alike, runs the Dnipro River, a living artery of water and memory. Born in the distant forests of Russia, the Dnipro grows fat and powerful as it winds through Ukraine, feeding the land, the forests, the people. It has been the soul of the country since time immemorial, a highway for the ancient Scythians, a lifeline for medieval Kievan princes, a witness to the rise and fall of empires. The Dnipro carries with it not only water but the slow, secret wealth of the land, the grains of uranium dusted from ancient rocks, the shimmering flecks of gold and zirconium stirred from distant sands, the silent drift of countless minerals slowly feeding the living skin of Ukraine. And there, along the riverbanks, life still moves as it always has, fishermen casting wide nets at dawn, children laughing as they swim beneath the golden evening light, villages rising and falling like breath against the eternal flow. To the southwest, where river meets sea, lies the Danube Delta, a maze of wetlands, reeds, and endless sky. Here, the world seems less a place and more a dream. Pelicans glide like silent galleons over endless waterways. Water lilies bloom in soft explosions of white and yellow. The water itself gleams with ancient minerals, whispering hints of the earth's deep abundance. Here too, in the silent, forgotten backwaters, the land hides its quiet riches, silt-rich with minerals, carried from hundreds of miles upstream, the soft, subtle movement of life continuing, renewing, without fanfare or end. At night, when the world sleeps, the wetlands become a mirror for the stars. The Danube's waters shimmer with reflections of distant constellations, and the reeds sway in rhythms older than memory. In the far east of the country, near the Donbass hills, the earth reveals its bones more boldly. Here, coal seams run thick through the hills. Here, the great reserves of rock salt and limestone have shaped villages, towns, industries, and stories. And always, beneath it all, the slow, patient pulse of the land beats on, carrying through the iron, the coal, the gold, and the water. Carrying through the forests, the grasses, the rivers, and the stone. Ukraine is not just a country of borders and battles. It is a country of endurance. Of richness, not only in its fields but in its very bones. A place where the earth sings in a voice deeper and older than any human tongue. It is a land that has been broken and remade, time and time again, by the patient hands of wind, rain, fire, and stone. A land of contrasts, wild and gentle, sorrowful and hopeful, fierce and tender. For those who venture beyond the cities, beyond the highways, beyond the headlines, there waits a Ukraine few have ever truly seen, a Ukraine of mist and meadow, of river and mountain, a Ukraine of ancient wealth, hidden deep in soil and stone, a Ukraine whose spirit is carved into every leaf, every ripple, every breath of wind. And if you listen closely, beneath the rustle of the forests, the hum of the steppe, the endless heartbeat of the Dnipro, you may hear it, the voice of the land itself. The whisper of the wild. The song of Ukraine, strong, enduring, eternal. Thank you for listening, and remember to subscribe for similar content like these. Talk soon.